50th or 60th try for my fucking hell. Truly the Nightmare King. Fucking bitch. Let me give you some context. I beat Radiance in like 6th or 7th try. I did his first impression and then I started recording a video. And in that video, I guess on the 4th attempt, I was able to beat Radiance. I definitely did a lot of preparation before that. I have every badge in the game, every charm in the game. I have everything maxed out. So I think that was to be expected, but Nightmare King took so much of my life. So much of my life. I can't express it in words how many attempts I took. It is definitely more than 50. See, I do a pattern in which I record a 10-minute video and then I delete it. And it probably took more than 20 videos minimum. Not 20, but minimum 15. It is around 20. It is definitely around 20. And it is not that the fight is extremely difficult, it is very long. You just don't get the chance to hit him. On the other hand, Radiance, you can hit him most of the times and just tank the damage. You can damage him with the upper shriek, abyss shriek, I guess, multiple times. Grimm has so many less movements where you can actually hit him, and he's just so goddamn fast. His cocoon phase is very hard to dodge in the Nightmare version. It is kind of similar to how in Colosseum of Fools, the third round is way harder than the second round. You expect it to be like progressive, like how hard the first was, second was a bit harder, but the third one really kicks your ass. And there are 3 bosses in the Colosseum of Fools. I have also beaten that, but that I felt the similar gap between normal Grimm and Nightmare King Grimm. In my opinion, he was a lot harder to beat because the fight was much longer. It is kind of like Ishin and Father Owl. Father Owl lasts very long. Oh man, those days. But yeah, I think he's harder on this basis that you have to keep up with that very fast, agile and versatile moveset for a longer period of time. On the other hand, Radiance might have a harder moveset, but you have to keep up with it for less time. You can damage him anytime you want. It is not like, okay, you are getting damaged, but you are doing damage to the opponent as well in case of Radiance. That is not the case with Grimm. Grimm is not even on the screen half the time. Or when he dives, and I don't know, I haven't watched any tutorial or something, but in my experience, you can't hit him there. When he dashes towards you and then flies into the sky, you can hit him if you're close enough. But if you're not, if you dodge it through him, it is very hard. And the attacks are like so fast. I mean, it is not extremely fast that your eyes can't follow, but it is not as fast as you can dodge the attack and then attack him as well. Those are not as slow as that. So it was a very long ass fight, and probably the boss that took the most tries ever. I doubt. At one point, you just lose the count of how many tries you have given to beating that boss. I remember the Valkyrie Queen Sigrun took me extreme amount of tries, and I was like very raged out back then. I think Inner Ishin is also one of those bosses, but yeah, it it felt like it was a long match for no reason. As you can see in my attempt, I didn't even get damaged for like first half of his health, but then I did some silly mistakes. My heart started pounding so much. The last 4 attempts, in all of them, I have gotten his health less than 75%. So if you don't know, every time he does the Coomb attack, he is down by 25%. So he does that attack 3 times. So 25, 50, 70. So in last 4 attempts, all of the times he reached that phase, it became repetitive, but it was just hard to keep up with. So yeah, also I'm one of, it is different experience for everyone. So I'm one of the rarer breeds, you might say, that it took me more tries to beat the Mantis in Queen's Garden than Radiance. So that's that. But my personal opinion, Nightmare King, he was a very beautiful boss, looking visually, and his soundtrack was amazing as well. It was really exhilarating. After the second phase, gets after the first phase, in the second phase, the music gets really hyped up, and you start to feel how heavy of a task you're doing. So that was something really cool, but I think the fight could have been more efficient, like Radiance. It just takes too long. So yeah, that's about it. Now I've beaten every single boss in the game other than Nail Master and Zoot. And I don't think I will do that, but let's see how it goes. So yeah, that's about it. Bye bye.